Hello YouTubers and Facebookers, Josh running from FutureMorphs here with a new video. It's been a while that I posted a new video on YouTube, but I was pretty busy with a lot of babies and stuff like that. But I have a brand new video with a lot of babies that I will show you. So this will be a video that I will show off all the babies that are available at this moment. So what you should do is well, pause the video in about 10 seconds and then first go to the link below and open the morph list, because the morph list is also totally updated. Some prices are a little lower than before because I want to make space before they grow out of that little box and have to go to a bigger box. Some of them are already in bigger boxes, but I will tell you about that later. So if you did not do it yet, pause the video and go to the morph list, because then you can see, oh, he's talking about this animal from this clutch, and well, all the genetics will be in there. So I will show you all the babies, but I won't tell all the specific genetics behind it because that will take a lot of time. This video will be long anyway because, well, I have 2 racks, but they're not totally full. So, but yeah, about, I don't know, I guess 170 or 180 animals. So it will be a long video, so I will try to do it quickly. But I also want to show them off, so, and you guys know me, I talk too much anyway, so it won't be quick. But take your time and enjoy, and let's go to the first baby. So, the first animal is from clutch number 2, an ultramel charcoal male. Show your eyes, because the eyes are the coolest. El Diablo! Oh, it switched from camera. So that's the first one. The second one is a female from clutch number 4, a butter motley striped. Had sun-kissed from the top of my head. And she would go well with this male from clutch number 4. This is a male sundust motley striped. So it's a gold dust, sun-kissed, motley striped. So a lot going on. And yeah, he is already pretty yellow, of course, but they will only become more yellow. Then we go to clutch number 7 with a bunch of ultramels, micro scales. So this is a male number 1 in this case. Oh, if I say male number 1, they probably are in a different order than from the original video, because yeah, I took them to a show and yeah, I don't exactly know which is which. So if you would see and you say I want this animal, for instance, then just message me and say I want micro scale male number 1 from this video. Then I know it's the right one. But we also have male number 2. Male number 3, and then a bunch of females. Am I already too big? Can I get off my step? Yes, I can. So this is micro scale female number 1. To be honest, they're not the cheapest snakes on the morph list, of course, but yeah, you can still do so much things with them. Especially if you mix them with scalers, then yeah, you get micro scalers in one generation. So if you already have some scalers or head scalers in your collection, then these could be a good addition. And they look pretty cool, I think. That was female number 2. This is female number 3, way more yellowish. They are all also possible head Amel, Motley, and Enery Hypo from the top of my head. Female number 4. Female number 5. Female number 6. And the last one is female number 7 from clutch 7. Then from clutch 9, so if you have the morph list, these are ex-holdbacks. That's why they're also in a bigger box, because yeah, I switched them all to a bigger box and I didn't want to switch them back to a small one. So this is a cool trio, so I wanted to keep them because yeah, it's still a cool project, but I just had too many. So this is a male motley striped, head sunrise, scaleless, caramel, amel, hypo. So yeah, you could make it from a scaleless amber motley to an amel sunrise tessera from the top of my head. So that male you will get together with 2 females. So this is female number 1, tessera motley striped. So that's tessera in as well. Also had sunrise, had scaleless, had amelanistic, had caramel, and had hypo. So you can make so many new combinations with them. Especially sunrise and scaleless is not really mixed a lot, or maybe not even at all. So I made heads last year as well, and I kept some, but not with this project. But yeah, I'm curious what scaleless will do with sunrise. So this is female number 2. Then we go to clutch 22. Some yellow factor stuff. Yeah, he is a full shed. Yesterday at the Antwerp show, he had his blue eyes. So, but this is a male yellow factor Tessera striped. Head caramel sun-kissed amelanistic. And you can get him separate, but he would be a good match, of course, with another yellow factor female that is not in shed, so she looks a little better. So this is a motley striped head caramel sun-kissed amelanistic. But yeah, as you can see, hopefully at least you can all see. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, the yellow factor makes him a little orange, a little buff looking or something. Go back in your hand. Then we will go to what is it? Clutch 25. One female left. Hypo butter motley striped. I think had sun-kissed scaleless or something from the top of my head. Then, oh, don't bury yourself, you're way too cool. You need to show yourself off. This female is so cool. Clutch 31, a female red factor snow. But, well, I think the pinks, and it's almost like pink with purplish or something. It almost is like a really nice opal or whatever. But yeah, it's totally not, of course. Genetically, at least. But, yeah, she's so colorful. So that's a female. Then we have some males with the Tessera in as well. Yeah, the colors are, of course, let's see what works best. Maybe this even a little, if I'm a little bit in the shade, then the colors will turn up a better. But come check these out at, well, all of these I will have with me, of course, at the Houten show in December 3rd. And most of them I will have in Ham as well, but I have a little smaller table in Ham December 9th. So yeah, you can make all reservations, of course, as well. But if you don't want to reserve one, then just come by those tables. And this Sunday, the November 19th, I will be in Nijmegen at the Expo, but just as a visitor. So I can bring reservations, but I don't have a table there. So if you want to see how they look in real life, then Houten and Ham are the best. This is male number 2, red factor snow Tessera. They are already so colorful, but yeah, they really pop in real life. It really is like a salmon orange pink or something. We also have females. Oh, a female, I must say. So red factor snow Tessera female. Then we go to clutch 32. There are 2 female Mimosa Ghost Motleys. And I priced these a little lower as well, because yeah, they are pure Mimosa line, and they do have nice frosting. This one is a little darker. This is female number 2, has even more frosting, but there's not that much pink coming through yet. So I decided, yeah, well, let's make them a little cheaper, because they are nice, but yeah, they're not the coolest Mimosas I ever made. So, but for instance, we have this male from the same clutch, also 32, but it's an Ultra Male Ghost Motley. And that has way more, yeah, orange, yellow-orange tones or something. Then we go to an X-Holdback that is really cool, especially for Joyce. Joyce, I hope you are watching. This is Mango, not really. It's a Mimosa amelanistic Motley, but I wanted to keep her in the beginning, but look at her bended look. She's almost totally bended. She's had sunrise as well, and yeah, she's really orange, so she looks a little bit like an orange, like yeah, buff amel, but yeah, it should not be. But in the past, when I called my Mimosa line just plus line, I also got some of these sometimes. So yeah, it is in the line, but yeah, she's just really cool, both by color and by look, like by pattern, but also genetically. So, well, yeah, she was an X-Holdback, but yeah, I still like her. I'm still a little bit in doubt, but well, she's on the morph list at least at the moment. Then we have this male from clutch 43. He has a little paradox spot, so it's a really cool hypo pite-sided blood red with high white, as you can see. but let's show your spot. There, do you see the black? Oh, well, now it's hidden, but yeah. Oh, my snakes are so unbehaved. They are bad actors, but look, there it is. So, is it the most amazing paradox ever? No, but is it a really cool high white hypo-pite-sided? Yes, so nice one. Then clutch 44, so they look similar, but it is a different clutch. But it's also a male and also a hypo-pite-sided and also a high white. So this is the male from clutch 44. There's also this female. She is in shed, but she does have quite high white. Can I get it on the video somehow? Plop. Look, a lot of white. So this is a female, and these are het enery and pos het amelanistic. So also genetically nice. Then from the same clutch we have some ghost. So this is pite-sided ghost blood red. Really nice, a lot of diffusing on the sides. The downside with enery is because they are already sort of black and white or gray and white, you don't see the nice high white as well. When they get older, you see it better, but this is male number 1. Male number 2. That's even cooler if you ask me. Especially with the gray head and stuff, but also, yeah, look at all the white. Then we have female number 1. Show your face. Good. And well, I see I'm already over the 10-minute mark, so let's make it a 2-part video at least. But I will keep going for now. This is female number 2. I will try to make it a little faster pace. Female number 3. And the last one, pite-sided ghost blood red, female number 4. Then we go to clutch 46. Some red factor stuff again. So this is a red factor ghost male, number 1. Nice and pink. This is male number 2. He also was an ex-holdback because even as a baby he was quite colorful already. But yeah, how many males do you need? So that's why he became available. Then we also have them in a melanistic version. So this is red factor hypo snow male, number 1. Also really, yeah, in real life it is more intense than in the video. And it really, yeah, it pops pink basically. This is male number 2. Then we also have motley involved. So this is a red factor ghost motley striped. And yesterday at the show for the first time I saw, look, he also has some black spots in the neck and on his head. That's better. And yeah, it's not poop, but I looked back at the introduction video of clutch 43 and I did not see it then, but he was also not the best behaving because he wanted to escape. So, but well, some sort of paradoxing could be, but this is a female, the same red factor ghost motley striped. And the last one from the clutch is really cool as well. It's a male, red factor ghost striped. So he's, yeah, basically patternless of course because of the striped, but also really colorful. So yeah, these will be amazing of course as pets just by how they look, but also if you are a breeder, then yeah, if you want to get color and striped and yeah, like a patternless project going, then this is it. Clutch 47, just one baby left. It's a male snow from red factor to mimosa. Usually, and in this case as well, they are not as bright pink, but more towards the salmon color, little orange, yeah, pink orange, but still nice of course. These are also on sale, 2 brothers from clutch 49. They are peppermint tessera motleys. The downside is I have so many males left over, that's why I decided to make them cheaper. And yeah, they will only become more red, so the contrast between white and red will be better and better. So that's male number 1. And this is male number 2. Then I should have a seat because I'm getting an old man. Let's check. This is clutch 54, a male snow from mimosa to red factor. That's male number 1. male number 2. If I go too quick, by the way, then just go back 10 seconds or pause the video if you want to see them better, of course. But I want to go quick. This is a female, by the way. Sorry, I was distracted by myself. So female snow in shade, of course, but red factor to mimosa. Then we also have some tessera in the mix. He's also really colorful. Male snow tessera. Then clutch 55. This is a male mimosa ghost motley striped. So you don't see the stripe, but genetically he has one motley and one striped copy. So that's a male. Oh, that's the only one from the clutch. Because then we go to clutch 57. These are also really cool. This is mimosa ultramel ghost motley. But yeah, they are really, yeah, how do you, yeah, also the orange, pink, yellow. Yeah, how do you call it? But I call it cool. There are 2 males left, 2 brothers. So that was male number 1 and this is male number 2. Quite some cool stuff. Oh, don't be mad. Then nobody wants you if you are an a-hole. Then we go to clutch 60. Some more red factor stuff. This is a red factor snow male. Then we have a female. That is, well, you can see the pink / orange in the neck, of course, but she's pretty pale overall. Especially compared to the male, but also compared to this one. So I do like him. And usually, I'll try, I can show you. Look at the belly. Do you see the green on the belly? So maybe that's halo. I never bought an official halo, but yeah, halo is just it is around in red factor lines. And I have some stuff that is really green as adults, so probably it's halo, but I cannot tell for sure. Then we go to clutch 62. This is a male Enery caramel motley striped. So both parents are homozygous caramel. That's why I know for sure, because yeah, if you see it, then well, it is getting some yellow in the neck. But yeah, the Enery blocks the caramel colors, of course. And yeah, from the top of my head, he has had a melanistic sun-kissed, something like that. And 2 of his brothers are even cooler because they are, they also have amelanistic, so they are snow, but also caramel, of course. And they have tessera. So this is a caramel snow tessera motley striped. And here, because they are so white, of course, you can see the yellow way better in the neck. And all snows get some yellow, of course, but with caramel, it just becomes way more intense. So, bloop. That's male number 1. On this side, we have male number 2. So again, for breeding, these will be, yeah, powerful, because there's a lot of genes going on, of course. But also as a pet, they could be quite nice. Clutch 63, also ex-holdback, so they are somewhere at the bottom of the morph list. It's a pair of yellow factors, amelanistic tessera. They could be super tessera, but that's impossible to say. And they are het hypo lavender. So if you want to mix lavender into your yellow factor projects, then these are perfect for it. So this is the male. And this is the female. That's in shade. But yeah, for just amelanistic tesseras, you can see hopefully they are quite yellow-orangey. But yeah, the red is still red, so I talked about it in other videos, so it's definitely not like buff, because then they would be orange overall. So the yellow factor is something nice and new. But on my website, there's an article that is written by Stormlit Scales, where I got my yellow factors from, and she explained where it came from and how it all works. So go to my website if you want to learn more. Then, clutch 64, 1 animal left. Chop. This is a female microscalus, amelanistic. So, as you can see, they do have a scalus head. And the scales on the body are a little smaller or a little bit more apart than in just microscale. But yeah, if you will take one of the microscales, for instance, from clutch 7 that I showed you, and put it to a scalus, then you can get something like this already. In 1 generation, so that goes quick. This one is a live feeder, by the way. So if she's big and she eats perfectly live, then she's really hungry. But yeah, just so you know. But it's also on the morph list, of course. Then clutch 66. We have some nice pattern looking stuff. So this is a Mimosa Ghost Zigzag male. And well, this is almost more like puzzle pieces than real zigzagging. But the entire clutch is pretty cool. So this one has way more zigzagging. This is a female, by the way. Quite colorful for a female. And yeah, Mimosa makes the color pop more, of course. Then we also have this male, also a live feeder. So this is Mimosa Ultramel Ghost with zigzag, but also in shade, as you can see by the eye. And male number 2, that is not in shade, and then you can see how cool they are. So yeah, you have Ultramel, you have Enery, you have Hypo, you have Mimosa, and you have some nice cool zigzag patterning. What else do you want? Clutch 68. This is a melanistic red factor sunrise. And he would go perfect with this female sunrise red factor ultramel, of course. So yeah, this was the first year I mixed sunrise and red factor together. But yeah, they are way brighter, especially if they get a little older compared to yeah, just sunrise. So then what we have, clutch 71. This is a male. It's a ghost from a Spectre Ghost male to a Mimosa Ghost. So genetically they are ghost, of course, and then yeah, it's a mix between Spectre and Mimosa. They are not the most colorful, to be honest, but yeah, they are different than normal ghosts, but yeah, they don't pop dramatically. That's male number 1, by the way. This is male number 2. You can see he is a little bit more colorful in the neck. Well, on the video, to me, it looks more like a yellowish glow, but it is a little pinker in real life. But yeah, that's this is male number 2. I have 2.2 left, and they are also cheaper than before. So if you think like, ooh, but that is cool to have a nice looking ghost, then definitely pick one of these up. So this is female 1 and female 2. Oh, no. See, that's why I need camera people sometimes. But it went well. So this is female number 2. Then we go to clutch 79. This is a female sunrise ultramel motley striped. Could be buff, but I don't think so. But yeah, as you can see, this is without the red factor influence, and then they are less, yeah, they don't pop as much, I guess. So that's a female, and from the same clutch we have this male that is way more colorful. This is a, show your face, whoop. This is a amelanistic striped sunrise. And yeah, he is way more, yeah, darker red, as you can see. Well, let's finish this rack, and then I will quit the video and we'll go to part 2. Well, I can also just keep going, by the way. If people want to watch a long video or 2 short ones, that maybe doesn't matter. So, clutch 78, red factor hypo snow. This is a male. This is male number 2. Also really colorful. Let's see. Look at the belly. They also have like a, well, it's a little between green and yellow. It's a yellow belly. Finally, we are just as ball pythons. No, corns are way cooler, of course, than ball pythons. So that was male number 2. This is female number 1 that also wants to escape. Choop. And we have female number 2. It's also nice and pink. And female number 3. A little bit more pale, like undercolor, but you do get more contrast that way. Then, whoopah! Look, I'm too small. I need a step. I'm old, I'm small. Oh, my life is so bad. This is still the same clutch, 78, but this is with motley involved. So this is a male red factor hypo snow motley. Maybe I'm a little too close to my LED light. Yeah, the colors don't really, this is also really pink in real life. This one is even pinker, but maybe this works. Male number 2. Yeah, these are really intense pink. It's difficult to get it on video, of course, but if you love pink snakes like me, who doesn't love a pink snake? But these should be on your wish list this Christmas or this Sinterklaas. This is the last male number 4. Then we go to some females. This is female 1. That's in full shed. She is a live feeder. She is nice, but a good feeder on live. But yeah, she's not the biggest fan of frozen mice yet. This is female number 2, but she's also in shed, so that's unfortunate. Then we go to clutch 80. There's one baby left. It's a Heliconia ghost. So will this work? Show yourself. She's also in shed, so she's not the nicest. But yeah, Heliconia is basically a ghost from with red factor and spectre influence. So, but to be honest, I have pure spectre ghosts that are more colorful than this one. But yeah, she is in shed. So so that's female. Then we have some well, what is it? 2 from clutch 83 Buttermint Tessera Mopleys. They're also sort of on sale because yeah, again. I have a lot of buttermint and peppermints, but all male. So male number 1 and male number 2. Oh no, Snaky! What do you do? No, go back. Go back. Go back. As always, people, if you want to become a cameraman or woman for FutureMorphs, then this is your chance. Ha! Then let's go to clutch 88. Well, I need my stool again. I need my own light, that's also annoying. So, back to the video. Clutch 88, male, Buff Honey. So, Honey is a caramel sun-kissed. That makes them cool by itself. But with Buff, they get an extra dose of yellow over them. So, Buff and caramel work really well together, I think. This one is even brighter. This is male number 2. And if you take out the buff but add some stripe, you'll get Honey Striped. This is a female, also still from clutch 88. And sun-kissed and striped will make this, this strange pattern look. So if you want to make them yourself, then get a sun-kissed and get a striped in your collection. He's also in shed, that's also a shame. This is the last from clutch 88. It's a male, Buff Saffron Tessera. So show your face as well, without jumping everywhere. So this is basically a butter sun-kissed Tessera buff. So yeah, also a lot going on. So not a cheap animal, but well, he will be amazingly yellow as an adult. And yeah, for breeding, he's also really valuable, I think. Oh well, speaking about the spectres we had before. These are the spectres that I did not breed myself, but I got from a good friend of mine. I got my spectre parents from him as well, so it's the same lineage at least. But this is male number 1, Spectre Ghost. Male number 2, but yeah, you can see how pink they are. To be honest, I did choose the nicest, pinkest animals from him, of course, to show you guys. Male number 3. So if this would be at a reptile show and they would be labeled as a red factor ghost, I would say like, yeah, that makes sense. So you have red factor ghosts that are more pink, but these are really pink. And male number 4. How am I in my own light all the time? That's better. Then we have 2 females left, which are really cool looking, but less pink, but that's usually the case. Males are always prettier, except for humans. Then I like girls more, but hoppa. Female number 2, Spectre Ghost. So these are on the morph list with clutch number a dash or something, because I did not breed them myself. But they are with me for like 2 months now, and they eat really well. And so yeah, even though I did not breed them, you can definitely trust me that the quality is just as good as you are used from me. Then we jump to clutch 92. This is a male yellow factor amelanistic striped. The yellow factor I like most, I think, with amelanistic in the mix, because then they are just really nice and yeah, orange, dark, yeah, yellow, orange background with dark red. So this is a female yellow factor amelanistic Tessera Motley Striped. They also they have some heads, I think head caramel or something, but yeah, just have a look on the morph list. Then we go to clutch 95. Well, yeah, these never sell really well, but they are really cool. This is a male red factor Enery. So on one hand, pretty simple. But yet, because of the black, you don't see the pink and the orange as well. But yeah, there's so much color on this guy. But well, that's a male that's left. And I also have his brother in Tessera form. So if you like dark, but still with some hints of pink coming through, then these are the ones for you. And the pink will only become cooler, of course, with age. So yeah, these will be such cool adults. So yeah, don't underestimate red factor and Enery. But of course, this is a sibling. If you take out the black, then you see how much color there's in. So this is a male red factor snow. So all this color is also in the other two, but yeah, it's just blocked by the black, sort of. But yeah, these are really intense pink orange. There was a male. Oh, another almost SKP. Hurrah. Well, okay, show yourself in my hand. How nice you are. Because this is a female red factor snow. Well, let's get her in a box, but... No, stay there. No. Okay, well, trust me, she's nice. Let's go to the next one. This is a male red factor snow Tessera, still from clutch 95. Male number 1. Male number 2, that is really intense. Look at all the color. I love pink snakes. And male number 3, that's the best one of all. This is basically glow in the dark, neon. Yeah, it's orange, it's pink, it's everything you want. Everything I want, at least. I like them like this. Then we also have some females that are a little more pale, but also have a lot of color. Especially if you would just have a snow Tessera without red factor, you will never get all the color in the neck, of course. That's female number 1. This is female number 2. This one is even cooler. And we have female number 3. That's also pretty intense. Then we go to clutch 99. Woof, also really intense. Red factor times Mimosa, Hypo Snow Motley. Also really colorful. 2 males available. So this is male number 1 and male number 2. But they're both really pink and orange. Then we go to clutch 106. So yeah, this is, I think, what was the other one? The second clutch from clutch 40. So these are all amelanistic mimosas, but they look like orange. And this one is also pretty zigzaggy. But yeah, it's either an amelanistic or an orange zigzag with some heads. Check the morph list. Then we have this female. That's Ultramel, maybe buff Ultramel. But yeah, it could not really be buff, but it looks like a buff at least. That's also pretty banded in pattern. Oh, by the way, I'll show the belly because she looks almost like Motley, but she's not really a typical Motley. So, well, I can show her sides. Well, then we go to the Tessera version. So this is female number 1. Female number 2. And yeah, these will also be so bright as adults. So just as pets, these will be really nice. But also for breeding, of course, yeah, then they can also make some really pretty babies. This is the only male left from that clutch. That's the amelanistic Tessera Motley male. We also have a female. Oh, that's in our jacuzzi. And the last one from the clutch is, where are you hidden? It's Ultramel female. There you are. So, yeah, Ultramel Tessera Motley. With all the heads and stuff. Less colorful, to be honest. But yeah, for breeding, of course, an amelanistic and an Ultramel is a good match. Then to clutch 108. This is a female Sunrise Ultramel with red factor. And we have this male that's a little smaller. Because he's also mostly a live feeder, but he's a Sunrise Ultramel striped from Red Factor lines. So yeah, he is quite nice look-wise, but yeah, for a beginner I would not advise him, because yeah, he's just sort of an annoying live feeder. Then clutch 110, we have some more Ghost from Spectre to Mimosa. So this is clutch 110, male number 1. Male number 2. And male number 3. So not a lot of color going on yet, but as you saw before with the older ones, they do get nicer with age. But just not as intense as a real Mimosa Ghost or whatever. So that's why they're also a little cheaper. Then, clutch 111, we have Castanis. No! Oh yay, stupid snakies. Come. People want to see how nice you are. No, no, not again. Okay, don't get this one. He's an escape artist. Whoppa. But we also have his brother, that's hopefully better behaved. Choop. So it's this is male number 2, Castani. Head scaleless. And some possible heads. And this is male number 3. They're also all pos head striped butter from the top of my head. Then we have clutch 112. Just 2 animals available. This is a caramel striped head sun-kissed, I think. And we have a butter striped version of it. So yeah, butter striped head sun-kissed. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, where are you? Where's your head? Oop, there's your head. Then we go to clutch 113. Oh, I want to take them out of the wood chips without them flying everywhere, of course. This is male Red Factor Ghost. In the light again, I think. I maybe should not sit in my own light, but well. I will try to make it as nice as possible for you. This is a male Red Factor Ghost Motley Striped. Male number 1. And male number 2. So yeah, because this clutch 113, they're not that old yet, of course, but you can see already how much pink there is. And the pink only gets more intense with age. So this is a female from clutch 113 as well, but then snow, so Red Factor Hypo Snow Motley Striped. And a male Red Factor Ghost Striped. So you saw one before as well, but this one has a little bit more patterning going on. So he's not as patternless, but he will also be really pink, I think. Then clutch 114. Yeah, there was a lot going on if you saw the first the introduction video, but well, this is an easy one to identify. It's a female normal, with some heads, of course. Then the second is probably, well, I'm pretty sure, a Ghost Tessera male. Show yourself. Well, okay, he's not showing himself too well. Go back. No, no, no. People want to see you. They're also camera shy. Well, the first time I made a YouTube video, I also look like an idiot probably, so I can imagine that they're a little shy. This is a male lavender, maybe hypo, but I don't think so. But he is a really nice looking lavender at least. Quite colorful. Then we have a male. Show yourself. So it's definitely, well, I think, well, no, I'm pretty sure, but it's an Ultramel Moonstone. So look at the eyes. So it's definitely an Ultramel. But yeah, it could be lavender and or Enery, but it doesn't look like an Ultramel lavender, and it also doesn't look like an Ultramel Enery. So I think it's an Ultramel Moonstone, maybe with hypo, but really cool. And the last male from that clutch is this one, also really intense in color. It's Opal Tessera male, maybe hypo, but difficult to say. But he's really intense in color as well. It's a really nice looking lavender line. Then let's maybe try if this works better for the lighting. Well, the younger the babies get, the smaller, of course. But so these ate like 3 to 5 times this clutch. This is clutch 115, Hypo Snow Red Factor to Mimosa, maybe with halo involved again, but so this is a male. Male number 1. And male number 2. That's a little pinker in my opinion. But if you, especially if you are a hobbyist, then I would not take these smaller ones, because yeah, I have, as you saw, some bigger red factor snows that are way better feeders, way better established, and way more colorful already. So let's check. This is clutch 116, Peppermint Motley, a male. So it's Cinder Amel Motley. Male number 1 was that. This is male number 2. Oh, but if I see him now, well, either he's in shed or he's a Buttermint, but he's on the list as a Peppermint Motley. So if you are in luck, then get this for a Peppermint price and maybe get a Buttermint. Because a Buttermint usually is more like this. It's a little bit more pale and yellow. So this is a male Buttermint. A live feeder at the moment. Then we also have Tessera and Motley in the mix. So this is Buttermint Tessera Motley, male number 1. And you guessed it, there's also male number 2. A little less pattern probably. And you guessed it, we also have male number 3, all males, yay. But yeah, there's a lot going on of course, because these are Cinder, Amelanistic, Caramel, Tessera and Motley. So genetically you can go a lot of ways with them. Then we have these is clutch 117. This is yeah, from a red factor snow from the top of my head, yeah, to the Spectre Ghost. So these are basically red factor Spectre mix and then Enery. But yeah, as you can see, there is quite a little color already coming in. But yeah, I didn't know how to call them. So yeah, it's an Enery from a Spectre to red factor line. There was a male, by the way, that you saw. This is male number 2. And oh, female, sorry. Female number 1. Pretty dark at the moment, like pretty, yeah, black and white. And female number 2. We are almost there, people. Almost 45 minutes of listening to me. I'm sorry. But you get to see many pretty snakes. Hopefully that makes listening to me a little bit better. This is still from the same clutch, Spectre to red factor, but then Ghost. But yeah, it doesn't look like a typical Spectre Ghost, but also look like a typical red factor Ghost. So who knows what's going on or how they will turn out. And this is a female. So that was the last one. Let's do one more outro. So again, sorry for the a lot of talking, but on the positive side, you could look at snakes instead of look at my face for 45 minutes. So not too bad, I guess. So thanks for watching. If you watched it all the way till the end, then yay, you are one of the top fans. Again, all these snakes will be on the morph list, and you can pick them up at Nijmegen or Houten or Ham, depending where you are. And well, if you have any questions, just send me a private message on Facebook or WhatsApp. A YouTube comment is allowed, that's fine of course, but a little difficult to communicate over and so to each other. So YouTube comments are definitely welcome, because it's good for the algorithm. So you should also subscribe and press the bell, and or don't. It's up to you. If you want to follow me, then do, and otherwise also fine. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.